Join us for a few days of truck camping near Buena Vista and Leadville, Colorado. Hey everyone, if you're new here, thanks for watching. I'm Josh and I'm with my girlfriend Kate and my dog Coco, and we're going on a 2-month road trip. It's currently day 43, and as you can see, we've made it to Mesa Verde National Park in southern Colorado. And we're going to be exploring that for today, and then we're going to be heading towards Buena Vista. We're just stopping at the visitor center first. We think we're going to have to do guided tours separately to really go down and see what there is to see here. And we're going to have to do it separately because one of us is going to have to stay with Coco. There's definitely a lot of history here. It's really cool.
We just went into the visitor center and we got a map, and we wanted to see if we were able to do one of the guided tours, but those are actually all full and they're pretty booked up for like the next 10 days. So we're just gonna do a self-guided tour and see some of the sites.
There was a sign back there near the entrance station that said if you had a tow behind camper, there was a certain parking lot you had to unhook it and leave it there because you're not allowed to bring it on these roads. This is the first overlook, and it's the Montezuma Valley overlook. And it looks pretty flat down here. Well, it looks like there's a little sign up here and we can't go any farther, but there's still a good view from here. Apparently at one point this used to be a road, what we're walking on right now. Oh wow, I've never seen a fire tower that looks like this before. We're walking down to the official lookout, but we have awesome mountain views on all sides. You can see the snow-covered mountains over here and off in the distance. Apparently the Four Corners Monument is down this way somewhere. Whatever little forest we're driving through now looks like it maybe had a wildfire in the past few years.
This is the museum up here on our left, and the trail to see the spruce tree dwelling is a little bit after it, I believe.
This is all we're going to do, this little loop right here.
Nope.
So apparently you used to be able to go into it, but as of 2015 they stopped letting people go in due to rockfall danger. Yeah, these are neat how they do have multiple stories to it. It's really cool.
Yeah, and like the ones that I saw.
This is a cool painting of what they think it used to look like. That was pretty neat to see, but we'll definitely have to come back at another time and do the guided tours. This is neat. This is called the Pit House.
We stopped at some other stops. We saw the Oak Tree House and a bunch of pit houses. Now we're gonna head towards Buena Vista, and we'll see you guys when we get there. Hey guys, we made it to Buena Vista. We had a couple stops along the way. We went to Walmart to get some groceries, and we stopped at a gas station to fill up our water. And hopefully we're gonna stay at this place called Elephant Rock Campground, where we actually stayed when we were here in March of 2023. And so hopefully there's some sites available.
These all look pretty new right here. I don't remember seeing these at all last time.
Elephant Rock is through that tunnel, but we're actually gonna check out this camping area to the right over here.
This is a pretty nice site. There's some people around, and we're parked right next to a Kimbo camper, and they're not here, but they have it off of the truck. It really is quite the nice night. I feel like if we got here any earlier, we would have been able to see the sunset pretty good from here. I just had a really long nosebleed on this side, and that hasn't really happened much this trip, but I know it does happen when it gets drier out. I think we're just gonna have a late dinner and then walk around the campground and set up our Starlink because we're both working tomorrow. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's already a beautiful day out. Coco and I are just going on a little walk. I think it got down to 48 degrees last night. This morning it was 51 and I had a jacket on, but it's really warmed up pretty quickly. Last night I was pretty tired and I just didn't feel like explaining much, but we are staying at Site 3, I believe, at Turtle Rock Campground, and that's a BLM campground right outside of Buena Vista, Colorado. We've been to this area before, but the Turtle Rock Campground is pretty new. I think they developed it in 2023 at some point. It is full. We got the last site. You're allowed to stay there for 14 days at a time, and it's free. There's no trash, but there are pit toilets. There's no showers, and it's very nice. We are a little bit closer to our neighbors than I'd like to be, but for being free and for not struggling to really find a site too much, it has worked out really well. It's also nice here because while there are some trees, none of them are that tall, so we're still getting really good Starlink service. The view from behind us is great. It is very pretty here. We do like the town of Buena Vista, but I feel like we've enjoyed camping in the San Juan Mountains. That's where we were before this. For the last few days, we enjoyed that even more than here. It was just a little bit colder, there was less people, and it seemed to not be as dry, if that makes any sense. It is nice how warm it is. I've been enjoying wearing shorts and sandals. I feel like before we started our trip, it was cold back where we live in New York. The only other time we'd been at this camping area was in March of 2023, so winter, and it was very cold and we slept in our rental 4Runner, but it was still very pretty. I think Coco and I are just gonna enjoy the rest of our walk, and I'll see you when we get back to the campsite. It really is a great day out, and the person next to us never came back, or at least their truck is still not here. Well, we're going to be working here for the next 4 hours or so, and then we're going to be heading to Leadville. I'm probably going to take Coco on another walk, and I'll see you when we're heading out of here. We're almost about to leave, but I'm just going on a walk, and I read that there's actually decent rock climbing routes on this rock formation over here. So I'm just going to go get a little closer to see if I can see anyone up there. Basically, I had to go to the edge of one of the campground loops to get over here. Looks like there's a trail going this way and going this way. If you look close, you can actually see one bolt right there. I guess I can't zoom in any further. This looks like a really cool spot. It's not too tall. We wouldn't be able to do this kind of rock climbing. We only do top rope climbing. And that is one thing. If or when we do another big trip like this again, I'd like to bring our rock climbing stuff as well as our bicycles. I want to get the front hitch for the truck. But we just didn't have time to do that before this trip. Let's take one photo with Coco, then we'll go.
The reason we're heading to Leadville is because we want to do some camping by a lake up there, either at Twin Lakes or Turquoise Lake. We haven't decided yet. And we also are going to go to the Melanzana store in Leadville, and we're going to buy sweatshirts from there. Melanzana sweatshirts are made in Colorado, and they're all made right in their Leadville store, and they're hard to get, so we're excited.
So this is Main Street in Leadville, and if you look on your left, this is a very famous old saloon, the Silver Dollar Saloon. Right now, Coco and I are walking down East 7th Street. We got a spot down the street off here. It's right off of Main Street. Kate's making lunch in the truck camper, and we've got about 30 minutes until our Melanzana appointment. Kate's trying on a merino wool one. I like the look of it. I like the gray color. I'm trying on their microgrid fleece, and it looks a little weird in the picture, but I have a medium and it fits well.
We each got 2 sweatshirts. Josh got a Wind Pro and a microgrid, and I got a merino wool one, and I also got a microgrid dress, but they didn't have my color and size that I wanted, so they're gonna ship it to me actually.
We just made a quick lunch in the truck camper, and now we're gonna do some walking around with Coco before heading out to Twin Lakes. Kate went into that candy store back there and she got a bag of gummy candy. I feel like you've never gotten that before.
Yeah, it was good. I've been thinking about it lately. I feel like it's hitting the spot, honestly.
That's funny. I think I want to cross the street and go into this antique mall over here. That Alucab camper looks really cool. I like them a lot. Okay, you can go in. Coco and I will be out here. As far as the sports world goes, I know Leadville is known for hosting the Leadville 100, which is a 100-mile ultra marathon that runs through the mountains here. You know, it looks like this might be the end of another race that's going on or something. I'm not sure. We just walked down the other side of Main Street. I went into the antique store. They had a lot of nice stuff, but it was very expensive. we decided we're not going to go to the Silver Dollar Saloon, and I think we're just going to try to get to our campsite a little earlier tonight. Wow, look at that off in the distance on the hill. You can see a fire burning. We just looked it up when we read online that this wildfire was supposedly caused by a wilderness campfire that got out of control, and it is for the Twin Lakes region, which is where we're headed, so we might not even be able to go to the spots that we had picked out. Wow, this is crazy. We're definitely going to end up turning around, but we've only got 4 minutes left, but I'll probably turn around soon. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a helicopter over there dumping water on it. Now there's another helicopter coming in over here. We didn't feel like going back to Buena Vista because we wanted to be at a lake to paddleboard. So now we are going to a place called Turquoise Lake, which is kind of back up towards Leadville. There's definitely a good amount of campers here. I hope this is a loop. I think it is.
Our windshield's so dirty, it's hard to see.
It looks pretty busy, and I bet we're probably going to end up backing in right here. But I want to go down this road and see if there's any other better sites first. This is a good campsite. It's good because we're in the shade. Starlink still seems to be working. It was easy to find. We didn't have to spend a long time searching for a site, and we're not too close to people. But you can see there are some people around us. Those people with that casita camper just unhooked and drove that way, and that's to the lake. The lake is 2 miles and 6-minute drive away, and I would like to paddleboard tonight, but I just don't think we're going to bother leaving our site to do that. I guess we could take the truck camper off to save our site, but that kind of seems like too much work. I think we'll just paddleboard tomorrow. Since Kate wants to work again for an hour or two, I'm going on a little walk, and I'm headed towards the lake, but I probably won't make it all the way there. It kind of looks like a fire recently went through this area. I'm not so sure about over on this side though. I just walked 0.7 miles down the road, and there's still free camp spots that are even closer to the lake. And I was just able to see the wildfire looking out this way. At the end of this road right up here, I should see some water because there is a dam. This is called the Sugarloaf Dam. So Turquoise Lake is kind of up the hill this way more. So Turquoise Lake is up there, and you can kind of hear the dam. You might not be able to see it, but water's coming in right down here. And it looks like people have stayed here before. There's a few fire rings. So you can see the gate behind me is closed, and that's really not going to get you anywhere anyways. If you want to go to a boat launch, like I said, you got to do the 2 miles and 6-minute drive from where we're parked. Now we've got a better view of the dam, but still very far from the actual lake, even though I did walk up here a good ways. I'm kind of near where we camped, somewhat of a walk. I think I found another abandoned campsite because there's broken glass here, a lot of garbage, and then this tent doesn't look like it's in good shape. Some lottery cards, some reflectics. It looks like they were trying to air out their sleeping bag. It looks like they were trying to clean this up to make something of their own with these logs and stuff, but it didn't happen. I'm working on putting dinner together. We're gonna have salads with chicken, and Kate got this fun drink the other day. Orange cream vodka pop. You'll have to let us know how it is.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it.
Dinner is ready, and we're having salads with some chicken, strawberries, cucumbers, and grapes.
This looks really good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Our salads were good. We're gonna walk Coco and then play cards. Coco's leading the way, even though she's never been here before. Not the best sunset, but not the worst. The wind is picking up, which is good because there was a decent amount of mosquitoes at our campsite, but we're definitely not having a fire in these conditions. Our little walk was good. Coco liked it. I think we're just gonna hang out here and then go to bed pretty early tonight after we play cards. So that's it for this video, and as always, thanks for watching.